National Population Commission gives reasons for census postponement. Federal government lifts ban on Eagle Square. Nigeria Football Federation set to install video assistant referees in regional stadiums. Good evening. It's a warm welcome to Citizen FM News at 6. I am Bolawala Makinde. The National Population Commission NPC has said that the major decision to postpone the 2023 census exercise was to allow adequate participation of the incoming administration. The Commission's Director of Public Affairs Department, Dr. Isiaka Yahya, made the disclosure while speaking with newsmen in Abuja. He said there was a need for the new administration to be abreast of the processes used in the collection of the census data. The Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a lawsuit against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, over the failure to investigate allegations of electoral violence and other electoral offenses, including bribery against some state governors and their deputies during the 2023 elections. In the suit filed at the Federal High Court, Abuja, SERAP is asking the court for an order of mandamus compelling INEC to seek the appointment of independent counsel to investigate allegations of electoral offenses against state governors and their deputies during the 2023 elections. According to reports, the recently concluded presidential and National Assembly elections, including governorship elections in some states, witnessed widespread reports of voter suppression, voter intimidation, and the destruction of theft of election materials by political party agents and thugs across the 6 geopolitical zones. Minister of Interior Ralph Aregbesola has called for state governments' cooperation in tackling congestion in custodial facilities across the country. He said the facilities were 22% overcrowded above their capacity. The minister said this in Lagos while inaugurating the Zone A office complex and the ICT hub provided for inmates of the Medium Custodial Center by a non-governmental organization, Anchor Heritage Initiative. The minister, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Shuaib Belgore, said facilities across the country currently had a population of 74,632 inmates, whereas the facilities have the capacity for 57,278 inmates. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has cautioned against the conveyance of explosive materials like gas cylinders in passenger vehicles. Corps Marshal, Federal Road Safety Corps, Dauda Biu, in a statement by the Corps Public Education Officer, Bisi Kazim, also warned drivers against excessive speed to avoid crashes while on the road. Newsmen gathered that the warning was in reaction to the recent fatal crash opposite Mat Oil, Odiomo, in Osun State. The federal government has revalidated the permit for organized labor to make use of Eagle Square for the 2023 Workers' Day celebration and parade. The revalidation was done after the swift intervention of the Minister of Labor and Employment, Chris Ngige, in Abuja, upon getting information through the media that the federal government disapproved of the NLC using the Eagle Square for the annual May Day parade for reasons bordering on the preparation of the venue for the May 29th inauguration of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. According to a statement signed by Director, Press and Public Relations of the Ministry, Olajide Oshundo, Ngige, on receiving the report, had immediately contacted his colleague, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mohammed Bello, who blamed the development on some overzealous officials acting without his authority, as well as minor communication gap between the FCDA, the Federal Government Transition Committee, and the NLC. Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima says the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration will give priority to gender issues. Shettima made this known in Abuja at the reading session of a book written by a former managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Hadiza Usman. Shettima commended the author of the book while expressing the willingness of their administration to be gender-friendly. The federal government has advised farmers to partner with experts in the area of agricultural research and development to curtail perennial post-harvest losses of produce. Professor Hussaini Ibrahim, Director General, Raw Materials Research and Development Council, gave the advice in Sokoto at the inauguration of the first indigenous onion and garlic processing plant. Represented by Emmanuel Koya, a director in the council, Ibrahim said having an effect processing plant of agricultural products and initiating research-based storage would improve food security in the country. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA have seized 126 parcels of Canadian Loud, a synthetic strain of cannabis weighing 63 kilograms, concealed in a used Toyota Corolla car imported from Toronto, Canada, at the Tinkan port in Lagos. This is even as an attempt by a freight agent, Mordi Chukemeka Samuel, to export 900 grams of the same substance, Loud, hidden inside walls of a traveling bag containing food items, to Kenya, thwarted by NDLA officials at the Sako export shed of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, on Saturday, 29th April. When Mordi presented the bag, which he was claiming contained food items for export, operatives noted that in the course of searching the consignment, the side walls of the bag were unevenly bloated, after which they dismantled the false package and discovered the illicit substance. The previous day, Friday, 28th April, NDLA operatives at the Tinkan port intercepted 63 Canadian Loud packed in bags in the boot of one of the 5 used vehicles coming from Toronto via Montreal during a joint examination with other stakeholders at the port. Similarly, men of the agency's Directorate of Operations and Investigation, DOGI, attached to courier firms, also on Thursday, 27th April, intercepted 1.53 kilograms of skunk concealed in old hard drives meant for export to Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The Human and Environmental Development Agenda Resource Center, a leading anti-corruption organization, has written a petition to the chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, expressing concern about the Federal Civil Service Commission employing staff with fake employment letters. The petition, signed by HEDA's chairman, Olanrewaju Suraju, referenced a viral report published in national dailies which disclosed that the federal government discovered and sacked 23 workers with fake letters of employment. The organization accused the commission of failing to make reports of its investigation available in the public domain regarding the issue. World Health Organization WHO country representative in Nigeria, Dr. Walter Molumbo, has said it will introduce the human poliomavirus vaccine in the country by November 2023. This, he said, would help save lives. HPV is the most common viral infection of the reproductive tract, mainly transmitted through sexual contact, and most people become infected with HPV shortly after the onset of sexual activity. In sports, head coach Chris Danjuma has called to camp 30 players as Nigeria's under-20 girls, the Falconets, begin preparations for next month's WAFU B Under-20 Women's Championship taking place in Ghana. Danjuma has included some players from his FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup quarter-finalists in Costa Rica, as well as some from the bronze medal-winning Flamengos from the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in India, alongside a couple of new faces. Goalkeeper Faith Omilano, defenders Blessing Sunday and Miracle Oseni, midfielders Esther Onyedeze and Taiwo Afolabi, and forwards Okpeyemi Ajakaye and Flourish Sebastian are standout names from the pack. The Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has concluded arrangements to install video assistant referee equipment in regional stadia in the country, as plans are underway to train and retrain referees to achieve the purpose. President of the Federation, Malam Ibrahim Gusso, stated this in Ilorin at the National Elective Delegates Conference of the Nigeria Referees Association. Gusso, represented by NFF official Malam Mohammed Omwenu, charged the incoming leadership of the association to come up with development plans to forecast, organize, and ensure the future of Nigerian referees, that they should be promptly nurtured and watered towards the growth of the game. And now, before we end Citizen FM News at 6, here is another look at our highlights. The National Population Commission has given reasons for the census postponement. The federal government has lifted the ban on Eagle Square for the May Day celebrations. And the Nigeria Football Federation is set to install video assistant referees in regional stadia. And that has been Citizen FM News at 6. I am Bolawala Makinde. The news was edited by Aisha Shuaibu Bedegi. To listen to us online, please visit www.citizenfm.ng. Follow us on social media, Facebook at Citizen FM Abuja and Instagram at Citizen FM Abuja, Twitter at Citizen FM 937. Good evening.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.